You hungry? Well, I'm hungry. You like baseball? Well, I love that shit. Want a slice of pizza? Go to New York. You want hot weather? Come to LA. You want to break bread? Call Nick Turturro. Ready, motherfucker? Are you ready? Well, I'm fucking ready. Get ready!
Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood, hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. Yeah, but I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line, 'cause I'm in a motherfucking New York state of mind. Yeah! That's an opening, brother. Take that, stick it up your ass, Boston. Breaking Bread, episode 3. Welcome to the show. Got the wine, got the bread, got the sandwich.
Sandwiches.
Sandwich.
There's 2.
There's 2 sandwiches. There's a meatball one, but my son says it don't taste right.
It tasted like shit, Domingos. That's like the 6th time you fucked me over on a good sandwich.
So you hear that, Domingo?
I'm going to Jersey Mike's
I gotta
now.
investigate this meatball. I'm smelling it. It don't smell right. I want my cold cuts. That's how you bake. A little mortadella, little gabagool, little supersad. No, where's the supersad? They're fucked up today, but the bread is good. How are you? Welcome to the show. Episode 3, Breaking Bread. Yankees playing the Red Sox right now. Got a little distracted. JD Martinez hit a home run already after I made a hype video saying, fuck the Sox up. Anyway, thinking about nostalgia, thinking about, there's always things that baseball fans love. They love my collection. They love my hats, my jerseys. So I decided, let me bring in a couple of jerseys that have some meaning to me, jerseys that I love. I love jerseys that's why I rock a lot of jerseys. I don't wear them, but I do wear some. I just don't want to confuse people. So, to go down memory lane, let's start with one. Number 44. Check it out. Towards the end of his career, this is a Brewer jersey, 1976. That's old Henry Aaron. Beautiful jersey.
The real home run king.
The real home run king. That's right. I found this like in a vintage store called Iguana or something. It was like a 3X or 4X, and I pulled it in. Sometimes I'll have jerseys that are big. I used to buy a lot of jerseys, XXX, XX, and then sometimes I got to alter them. Sometimes I give them away to a big guy. Like I gave Tom Selleck a Al Kaline jersey that was kind of big on me when I was doing Blue Bloods. I was like, I thought Tom was from Detroit, but I found out he's from Van Nuys. But he's a Tiger fan. But it's a beautiful jersey, number 44. A lot of people don't realize Henry Aaron finished his career. That was around the time Robin Yount came up and all those guys on the Brew Crew. Before the Brewers became Harvey's wall bangers, that was like early 80s. There's another one. Beautiful Indians jersey from 1975. 1975. Number 20, player-manager Frank Robinson. He was the player and the manager opening day against the Yankees. Opening day, 1975. Kind of cool, right? They're supposed to bring this one back. Of course, one of the most classic, 71 Pirates, the great Roberto Clemente. Beautiful, simple, no number on the back. Sometimes no number looks good on some jerseys. Like, see, on Frank Robinson, it looks good. That is no number, or 44. Sometimes a number looks good, but not on all jerseys.
The name.
I mean the name. That's right. That's what I meant, the name. Sorry about that.
Now explain to the fans that these aren't just replica jerseys. These are like from the 70s, the 80s. Like these are like they're not really the replicas. Like some of them are sand knit.
Well, some of them are replicas. I mean, this is a Mitchell and Ness, the Brewers, the 44. This one is a Cooperstown Classic. This is also the Clemente one is a Mitchell and Ness. Some I have that, like this is also another one with the Phillies. This is Tug McGraw, the great Tug McGraw. He was the closer on the Mets and the closer on the 1980 Phillies. That's a Mitchell and Ness. I mean, there's some things that I have that are rolling. It's different brands. Brands that I grew up, wearing as a kid. The Dave Winfield one. Here's a great one. Yeah, Dave Winfield, number 31. Mitchell and Ness, classic. Jim Palmer, number 22. Jim Palmer, the great Jim Palmer, number 22. Number 9, I love this one from the Swingin' A's. Swingin' A's. Oh, muddling them here. Dropping my shit. Is that right? Here we go. Reggie Jackson, baby. On the A's. I have a lot of great A's jerseys. I have a lot of green ones. Vita Blue, Joe Rudy. I even have Joe Morgan. I have a batting practice, Joe Morgan. Look at this, Jack. Is this clean or what? Huh? Now, that's a jersey. But, of course, my favorite, 1973, New York Yankees away. Look at the patch. 50th anniversary of Yankee Stadium. My first year as a Yankee fan. The great Thurman Munson. Beautiful jersey. Just look at that jersey. They wore this jersey from 73 to 84, which is, the lettering is different. Like, sometimes the lettering is more spaced out, but it's just it's a good luck jersey, too. I put this on when I need a win. I put it on when So these are just a few. You know what I mean? You got the Brewers, you got the Indians, you got the Pirates, Tug McGraw, Clemente, Frank Robinson, Henry Aaron, Munson, Reggie Jackson, Dave Winfield, Jim Palmer, all greats. These are all greats, and they're all jerseys that I enjoy. As a kid, I loved all these jerseys. I couldn't afford any of them. So, maybe I only had like a Yankee jersey, a cheap Yankee jersey, or a cheap Yankee hat or helmet. But as I got older, I got more into this, became a hobby of mine. Because a lot of times people would say, well, why are you wearing that jersey? I go, because I like it. I'm not rooting for the team. I probably would, wear almost any team, but maybe not the Red Sox. I can't wear any. Those are teams I despise. So I despise those teams. So I can't wear that shit. But that's how I feel about, and then next week I'll bring in some hats. I'll bring in some great hats that we could fool around with, But people love jerseys. I do too. It's like candy. So that's my take on the jerseys today. What do we got going on? We just got back from Coachella with my son over here. Every year we do Coachella. It's always a lot of fun. I get to spend a few days in the desert.
Well, you don't go to Coachella.
I don't go, but I just drive. I drive my son. My wife drives them. We drive them. We drop them off. Then we hang out. We get some sun, a little R&R. I drink some wine, smoke some cigars, and then I pick them up. I'm like an Uber driver. I take them to and from the event. I look at all these Coachella outfits. It's crazy. I mean, they're not wearing anything. They're like half naked over there, right? Some of them.
It's insane.
I
played there this weekend.
He played there.
And the K-Rock town was
What'd you do? You DJ'd?
I did both. I rapped and I DJ'd. It was fun.
He rapped and he DJ'd. He had a lot of fun. But he had some drama. Had some major drama. His backpack went missing.
Yeah.
We won't get into how that happened. It went missing. There's
a lot of things in the backpack.
I mean, a lot of things. His computer. And I was in a rage. Like, how could this be stolen? How could it be? I was having sushi at 10 o'clock. Then all of a sudden we get another message that his backpack may be located. I was like, I thought it was stolen. How could it be located?
There's a lot of things in there.
So what happened? Somebody messaged you?
Someone goes on my Instagram and says, hey, I found the backpacks. They return them to one of my friends and boom, we got it back.
Beautiful. Happy ending to a story. I'll never get to the bottom of it, but somebody fucked up. Big time.
But it wasn't such a happy ending for you in Coachella that weekend. Didn't you have a bad Saturday night?
Saturday night? What'd I do? I got drunk.
Yeah, you got drunk and you had a stomach ache.
No, I was drinking. You know what problem was me? When I'm drinking, I drink to relax. I drink to have fun, to be happy. And for whatever reason, sometimes I think I'm happy, but I want to be more happy. And I don't know where to draw a line. So I must have drank 2 bottles of Prosecco. I had 2 cigars because I like my cigars. And man, it hurt. I mean, I don't want to get into my insides, but I pushed the limit and I was feeling nice-ski, but I just went too far. 1 bottle would have been enough. I don't know when to stop. That's the problem with Coachella. I get that desert heat. I like the desert heat. I like getting dark. I got a little color. But I was hurting on Sunday. I was definitely hurting. But I had some good food. Had some great sushi. Very good sushi. I had a good breakfast that day. Some, really good shit. So all in all, it ended okay. Maybe 1 year I'm going to go into Coachella. 1 year I'll go in. Maybe if I get an artist pass. But for now, I'm an observer. But I do like going. Anyway, it was a good time. I'm back. What else is going on, huh?
So Paxton had a great start the other day. Shut down the SOX, 12 Ks. It's the start to something good, yes or no? Let's hear it.
I like it.
I mean, you love it. He shut up.
Well,
the
he's
Red
got to
Sox.
do it more. He's got to do it consistent. But it's a good start. Anytime you can shut down the Sox, he looked really good. I think he's a good pitcher. I think, hopefully we'll see over the season that, he was worth the time, because the Yankees need a stud right now.
And they gave up their prospect, Sheffield, right? Is that what his name was?
Yeah, they gave it, but he didn't prove nothing. He's a prospect. Prospects are just prospects. Until they do it, they're just prospects. But we need this guy. We need this guy tonight, Jay Happ, to step up. He already gave up a home run. Nobody on base. But, Jay, the problem is when you give these old guys contracts, you don't know when it's going to end for them. But that was a good win for Paxton. We got some guy named Tachman. Fucking Tachman hit a home run, hit a double. I don't know. Who is he?
Who the fuck is Mike
Who the
Tachman?
fuck is he? I know, but listen, you never know. Sometimes you find players when you're hurt, when the team is down, you find players. Look at the kid at third, Urshela. That kid can pick, man. He had a great glove on the Indians, and now I guess he was on the Blue Jays. But man, he can field. He reminds me of a guy named Celerino Sanchez. It means nothing to you, but in the early 70s, he had a gold glove, but he couldn't hit. But where are we? Second inning? It's only 1-0. I don't want to get distracted and watch the stupid Yankee Red Sox game, because then I can't think about what I got to think about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this guy Tachman, I guess, yes, that was his first career home run.
First career?
That he hit. And
not bad.
I guess he was in the Rockies organization before. Mm-hmm. So I don't
know anything about him.
Who knows how he got here?
I don't know how he got here, but he got to the show. So he must have something. I mean, you don't get to a major league roster. He had a nice swing. He hit one in the second deck, which would have been in the old stadium, the upper deck. So that was a nice win. But tonight they gotta sweep him. You can't just split the series and go, we're 7-9. Get out of here with a 2-game sweep. Now you're feeling good about yourself. They need to sweep them tonight. This 1-1 shit, the split is not going to do nothing for your momentum or your confidence. They got to win a series. The Red Sox are down. Squash them. That's what I say.
More than squash them. You don't want to give them any steam going in.
No,
because that's why they succeeded last year. They had the steam all year.
Well, they're going to come around. I mean, they're still a good squad. Look at this little Pedroia. This little rodent is up right now. What is he, DHing? He looks like one of those, what do you call those, I said years ago?
Thumbs? No, he's not a thumb.
No. He looks like the animal that we had on the deck in Jersey. Pedroia.
It's like a... What's
possum.
That? Possum, yeah.
Yeah, possum.
He's a possum.
It's a fucking possum. I had Dustin Pedroia on my deck in Jersey down the shore. He was peeking in. Remember that shit?
Here, look. That's what a possum looks like.
Yeah, but the possum, now put up Pedroia. You can see what I'm talking about. No offense, Dustin, but, it happens.
It's all good.
You little
fun.
rat. You little rat.
You little weasel.
You little weasel. Hey, look at that. Look at the nose. Look at that. And the hair. Oh, my God.
It's all in good shit talk.
It's all right. He's a good player, but I can't knock him.
So he's a warrior.
He is a warrior and a winner. And look at this guy. Fly ball to right field. There's the judge. Yeah. Nice.
Wow, what a surprise. Greg Bird hurt again.
Oh, my
Holy
God.
Shit.
He's a tough guy.
I can't believe it. Someone that big, Wes Bentley, hurt again.
Soft as shit, this
Fucking
guy.
bomb.
Unbelievable.
Just dumped the guy already, right?
I mean, this guy, how many chances are you going to give him? Oh, Greg Bird's out a month. Greg
Who gives
Bird.
a shit if he's out a month?
I mean, listen, we've given him so many chances. I mean, enough is enough. You got to cut your losses. I'm going to stick with Hercules Void at first base any day. He's a gamer. He comes to play. He's got passion. Listen, the guy had a beautiful swing, Maybe he was the second coming of Kevin Moss, whatever. They tried to say Nick Johnson. At least Nick Johnson gave us some shit. He gave us a couple of games against Houston. He fooled us, man. He tricked us with his pretty swing.
Greg Bird came up 2015. He had that like good rookie season, whatever. He got hurt. Comes back 2017. He didn't play much, but he had a good playoff.
He hit in spring training. That's all I heard. Oh, wow. Greg Bird is tearing up he's tearing it up.
He sucked last year. And
Listen,
he's sucking this year.
I love this swing. I thought the guy was a bona fide lefty hitter that the Yankees desperately need, but he hasn't done it. I mean, how many chances are you going to give him? Enough is enough. Cut your losses. That's where Cashman should have got rid of him in the offseason. You knew it was going to be more aggravation. Go with Voit for now. The Voit gives you a lot. He's not, he's not everything, but he did a lot last year in September. I mean, the guy's been a good find. Play with the guys that you know are going to bring it, man. Enough of Greg Bird. The Yankee fans are tired of him.
You think that with the Yankees lineup right now being mostly right-handed, you think that the front office did that intentionally, or do you think that's just kind of how you think it happened?
No, they're just built that way. They got a right-handed team. The Judge, Sanchez, Stanton. Look at the team. I mean, everybody, even the kid they picked up, LeMahieu, he's right-handed.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do you think they crafted it specifically to do that, or it just kind of happened like that?
No, it just happened.
Jesus Christ, there's a long break.
Oh, shit.
Why did you craft it?
Just fuck, man. Get this fucking hap out of here.
Well, we'll turn the game off. It's too much for you
Look at this shit. I can't concentrate. It's like 3-0 now. What a fucking bum. He made me choke on my food. Shit. See, man, you can't get excited, man. They get me excited, I blow it out, and I get excited, and then they let me down.
It's because you didn't write the right tweet yesterday.
What tweet?
We beat them down, so you got to put Boston
I said it in the car.
You didn't tweet it in the tweet box.
I said sweep them.
But you didn't put Boston beat down.
Whatever. That's your job. That's not my job. I don't know how to do all that shit.
I texted you to do it while you were golfing.
Shit, man. I was in a good mood. Now to kill my whole vibe.
Anyways, besides the point.
Forget about it. Nobody cares anyway. I'm not getting paid for this.
So you don't think that the GMs or the front office did it intentionally to make them a right-handed lineup?
No, it just happened that way. The team came about. They were all right-handed hitters. Look at Judge, Sanchez. I mean, they were all in the minors. Gleyber Torres, he's a right-handed. Andujar is a right-handed. The only guy they acquired is a lefty. Now he's hurt. It's Didi. I mean, they had Bird, but he became a bum. So, I mean, most of the team is a right-handed team. I mean, it just happened that way. I don't think it was, by design. I mean, sometimes you design a team built for your ballpark. Years ago, the Cardinals were a bunch of rabbits in '82, and so they had all speedsters because they played on the carpet, and they built their team with Vince Coleman and Willie McGee. They built the Kansas City Royals used to play that way too. But the Yankees have a bandbox, and they should put lefties on that team, man. Build your team for your stadium. It's common sense. I mean, I'm not the GM, but it's common sense that, listen, that ballpark, look at that, a fly ball, home run, because they built it's a shame what they built, a bandbox. Every fly ball you're like, oh, that's a home run. Most ballparks, that's an out. Unless you can, you got to hit the right field then, like Judge, you got to hit the opposite field. It's a joke. But, they didn't think about that. They didn't think about the ballpark. They just thought about, getting the best players possible, I guess.
Yeah, because it's kind of odd that they don't have many left-handers, considering right field is it's not that big.
Yeah, well, listen, you know what? They should think about it. Common sense tells you need a good lefty hitter. You need some guys that could balance that team out.
But where does it fit in the lineup?
I don't know. I don't know where it fits. It's who are you going to go out and get? Who are you going to get? Right, a good, lefty hitter now. I mean, Bryce Harper didn't come here. I mean, who's out there?
Nobody really.
Nobody really. I mean, there's that guy on Toronto who's a good left hand. Well, he's a switch hitter. He was a first baseman, but they didn't get him. I forget his name.
Smoke?
Smoke, yeah, Smoke.
What really screwed them was, I assumed when they signed that Ellsbury, they thought he was going to be he was going to be like another Johnny Damon, but a better version.
Yeah, but he's not. He didn't know how to hit like Johnny Damon.
He could barely hit it out.
Johnny Damon knew how to take advantage of that Yankee Stadium. He knew how to hook the ball, and he knew how to lift the ball to right field. Johnny Damon learned how to hit in that ballpark. You got to learn how to, hit the, every ballpark is different.
There's a way to hit in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, there is. And you go to right field. You see what the Red Sox just did? They just hit 2 home runs to right field.
Well, 1 to center.
Or right center.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't hit the ball to left field in that ballpark. It's just, Judge gets it. Sanchez occasionally does it sometimes, but he's more of a pull hitter.
But it's not even about the power hitters. You got to think of the guys who they're not typical power hitters, but have learned to hit home runs. Like Didi.
Like Didi's got
last year. Didn't he have like a 1 month where he hit 12 home runs, but most of them were at Yankee Stadium.
Oh yeah, he's got the Yankee Stadium swing.
Because when he came up, he wasn't even. Nobody thought he could hit for power at all.
He's got pop, but I mean, in that ballpark, he's very scary.
He learned how to do it.
Yeah, he's got the right swing for that ballpark. He knows how to hook the ball just like Johnny Damon did. He's a perfect Yankee Stadium hitter. He really is. And, Yankees have had guys like that throughout their history. Greg Nettles was a Yankee Stadium hitter. Bobby Murcer was a Yankee Stadium hitter. Even Derek Jeter knew how to hook the ball down the right field line in the old Yankee Stadium, which wasn't as much of a joke as this ballpark.
But it was still not too hard to hit it out of there.
No, it wasn't that hard. This one's even easier. But, you got, that's why we miss a guy like Didi. Didi could turn around and hit a 3-run bomb. I mean, he just had that knack. Gleyber seems to go to right field. Very good. Gleyber, he hits the ball to right field. Very nice. Hicks, he's a switch hitter. Not bad. Even Gardner learned how to hit home runs. But now Gardner's, getting old now. But occasionally Gardner will hook one. He'll turn around a ball to right field. That's why, you got to use that porch, man.
Didi has never, in his entire career, hit an opposite field home run.
I don't remember him ever hitting one.
No, in his because he played in Arizona
career?
before.
I didn't even know he had power.
He's never hit an opposite field home run.
We saw Didi Gregorius with that first year he was on the Yanks. Remember that game we were at, 19-inning game?
2014,
and he looked terrible. We didn't even know he could hit. We said, this guy might be a complete stiff. And he turned to,
2015.
Yeah, that we were wrong. We didn't know anything about him, but that was a good pickup by Cashman. Because we knew nothing about Didi, and they miss him severely. They miss him a lot. The kid DJ LeMahieu, I can't even get his name right. How you say his name?
LeMahieu.
No,
not La.
La.
It's like love, but La. LeMahieu.
Yeah, sorry, DJ, man. It's going to become I'll just call you DJ.
He's a good fucking player, man.
He is a good player. Stop it. Don't just say fuck, because you don't know how to curse. Only I should be able to curse. You shouldn't curse.
But that's just like...
fuck out of your mouth doesn't sound right. When I say fuck, it sounds right.
It just
don't say you're from the valley.
You sound like a bitter old man when you say fuck.
What the fuck you doing, man? Fucking, you know how to play the douchebag. Just be, don't use F. You know what I mean? Because I know how to curse. I'm like Tommy Lasorda. He strung together like 55 curses. Yeah, find Tommy Lasorda, Dodger Blues. You want to hear something funny?
You know it. Just say it.
Yeah, but play it, man. It's on the thing.
You can't.
All right, whatever. Fuck. See, I know how to say fuck. There's a way to say it. You just curse the curse. You got to curse with a purpose. It's like a fighter with bad intentions.
I did curse with a purpose.
When I hit a fucking left hook, boom, I hit with bad intention. Right cross, I go for the knockout. Get me fucking started here.
So you just curse for no reason.
What?
Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. Move on. Go ahead.
So obviously April's coming to an end in like the next week and a half. The Yankees didn't have a great month. It is what it is. They're all hurt. If they do eventually get healthy, not 100% of the team, but let's say a good 60 to 75%, do you still think they're a strong contender in the league?
I do.
Because I honestly don't think they'll get most of their guys back this year, and I think for safety, I don't know what their plan is with Severino, but he may not come back, so... I think safety purposes, you can't count on everybody.
You can't count on everybody, but we need to get Didi back.
That's a must.
We got to get him back. We got to get Stanton back. We got to get some protection for Judge. And we're going to have to make another trade for a pitcher. It's obvious. Whether we do at the trade line, somebody today was talking on Mad Dog Radio about Bumgarner, which might be the way to go because he's a stud. He's a guy that I'm telling you, if I'm the Yankees, he could make a difference in the postseason. I put him out there. He's money. He's not Kershaw. You got Bumgarner. He's going to be a free agent. That's the guy you go get. You don't make the mistake they did with Verlander, where they could have had fucking Verlander and could have had a championship. Right now, with the team they have, they don't have that guy. I mean, Paxton, well, let's hope he's a really good pitcher. Tanaka, he's a good pitcher, but can't count on Happ now. He looks like an old beat-up guy now. I mean, CeCe's going to be good, but you're going to need that one guy. I mean, if they pick up Keuchel, he could help. But I think you get a guy like the MadBum, you get that hillbilly, you get him on that team, and that guy knows how to win. He's a difference maker. And you know what? The Giants are going nowhere. They're going nowhere. They're a team that's like in the middle of the road. You got to think about that. You got to think about getting somebody in the middle of this year because the Yankees are going to get healthy. They're going to get on a run. The Red Sox are going to get on a and we're going to be there in the end. We have to be there. We're not going to be a bottom feeder. I mean, that would be a disaster.
But we need the pieces to
but we'll get some pieces back. We'll get some major. But what I think we're going to have to do is get that arm. We're going to have to because we're going to get some guys back. Right now, we're depleted to the shits. So, I mean, the biggest thing for me is finding that guy in the middle of the season, on that trade deadline, the difference maker. And the Yankees have to get that guy. They got to get that arm, because they didn't get Cole. They didn't get Verlander. They got to pull the trigger on one of these big guys. They got to.
Why didn't we get Verlander a couple years ago? Do you remember why we didn't get him? Was it based on
money?
It was
probably probably money. Probably they don't want to go over this stupid cap shit.
Why were they a contender to get him?
I don't even think they were going to be. They're going to make that noise in 2017. They didn't expect to be there. Then they surprised everybody. Then last year, everybody thought they were going to win, and they had a good year, and the Red Sox had a better year than them in Houston. But in 2017, the Yankees didn't even think they were going to make any noise. Judge, came about. Sanchez did his thing, and the Yankees were like a surprise team, and that's why they didn't get him because they didn't think. If the Yankees knew that they were going to go 7 with Houston. And they knew that the team was going to come of age that year. I think they would have got him. I mean, I was thinking about it. He's out there, and I'm like, it was so obvious that, whoever picked this guy up, it was going to be a fucking steal. It was going to be a steal. And the Astros, they're a smart organization, man. They're a smart team. They know. I mean, they went out and picked up Michael Brantley. I mean, they picked up a closer. Now they picked up another guy from the Twins. This guy's dynamite, Presley. That's a smart organization, smart manager. Kudos to the Astros, man. Whatever you guys are doing down there, whatever you guys are eating or smoking, take notice because they're doing it the right way. They're a bunch of fucking gamers, and the Yankees could have had him. That's sad. They could have had Verlander.
So I'm looking at the numbers, right? So if you're saying it was based on money, this is probably what happened. So he was 10-8 with a 3.82 ERA that year. And he hadn't been dominant for the last few years. So the Yankees probably presumed, well, if this guy is a lot of money, he may not be worth paying that much. And they probably didn't think he was going to become an extremely dominant pitcher. And then that year, he didn't lose another game.
But it was just a change of scenery.
No,
he was on a bad team.
Well, but I don't know if you remember, but Justin Verlander said when he went to Houston and he did his first bullpen, they have cameras in their bullpen that tape your sessions when you practice. And they said they watched his session with the pitching coach and said, "You're doing this wrong." And he made the adjustment.
It corrected some shit.
And it fixed him up, and now he's back again, one of the best pitchers in baseball.
Yeah, but he's Justin Verlander. Let's be real.
But those guys once you're at that level, you just need to make adjustments.
Sometimes
eventually.
it's one thing or another. Sometimes it's a change of scenery. All of a sudden, he was invigorated. He had gotten to the promised land, never got over the hump with Detroit. He didn't pitch that well in the World Series. From what I remember, I thought he was one of these guys that couldn't win in the World Series. And he went over to Houston, and he got, listen, he was a difference maker. The Yankees got him that year. The Yankees win the World Series. We're not having this conversation. The Astros don't have a championship. He was the difference. He was the fucking difference. And the Yankees got to realize that. Any baseball fan will tell you, pitching wins. In the end, pitching always wins. You know? I mean, you can't always hit your way to a championship.
Chris Sale and David Price
No,
last
and we've
year.
had good, but we haven't had great pitching. Let's be honest. We haven't had great pitching. And our bullpen at times has been great, but at times overrated. You still got to have good starting pitching. You still got to get to the bullpen.
Yeah, even in 2009, we didn't have great started pitching, and that was the year we
You're
won.
able to get by.
I mean, Sabathia had a good year, but like after that, if we're being completely real, he didn't have the greatest of years. He was just more of like a presence on the team.
That's why I'm saying, you know what? Look at it now, and you look at a guy like MadBum. You got to look at somebody. If they don't make a move now for a Keiko or something at the trade deadline, mark my words, they got to make a big move, and a move that's going to help them make a run. You know what I mean? Make a run. I mean, because it's staring you right in the face. There's a guy that could be like, you bring him over, all of a sudden, different league. It's MadBum. He could be the Justin Verlander of this year. And if I'm in the Yankees, start thinking about it. Because, I mean, they're going nowhere. He's not going to probably re-sign there. They're rebuilding that team. It's a team in transition. So it makes all the sense. We just got to get healthy, win some fucking games here, and not fall too far behind. That's all.
I'm surprised still. It's like, 3 weeks into the year, and freaking Keuchel and the other guy, what's the pitcher's name? Kimbrel, they're still not signed, and there's like no explanation for it.
I don't know. I don't know what Kimbrel is asking for, but Kimbrel deserves something. He's a bona fide closer.
Yeah, I don't get that.
The Red Sox miss him. I mean, maybe he wanted $100 million for 6 years. Maybe people don't want to give it to him because he's wild. He is wild, but man, he's a fucking difference maker. I mean, when the guy is on, he's virtually unhittable. You know, he's just that when he can't throw a strike sometimes, he can implode. But let's face it, they won a World Series with the guy. They're not going to win a World Series without a closer. No way you're going to win a World Series without a good closer.
Because he could blow the game at any time.
Yeah. What's going on with Snell? He's on the IL?
Yeah, he's on the injured list.
What happened to
Snell.
him?
Let's find out. Blake Snell, great talent.
Man, great talent.
He won Cy Young last year, right?
Awesome. This guy is a stud. He's from Shoreline, Washington.
Oh.
What did they say?
Let's see. It's not even baseball related.
What is it?
So let's see. Tampa Bay pitcher Rays, American League Cy Young was placed on the injured list Tuesday after suffering an unusual mishap at home.
What did he do?
He fractured his toe when he stepped out of the shower and attempted to move a granite item. He calls the decision really dumb.
Oh, I've done that shit.
It's like a 3-piece set, and this pole that comes up like 2.5, 3 feet. Wanted to move it. I lifted it up, and I wasn't glued to the ground, glued to the pole. The pole came crushing down. He tells these reporters at Fox.
Wow. That's incredible. You know, sometimes you do stupid shit like that. It's really crazy. You know, like sometimes you move something, you touch something, and you're like, what did I do that for? And it's OCD with me. A lot of times I'm moving shit, touching things. You know, one time I tried to open up a bottle with a spoon or some shit. I almost sliced. My father-in-law was showing me.
You sliced your finger.
I sliced it wouldn't stop bleeding.
You're on the Wave Runner and the Keys with your bleeding
I have no
finger.
business. You have no business like doing that shit. You're a professional athlete. You got to be careful. But you're a human being, so you don't know. You trip over something, you break your leg, you break your foot. So how long is he out?
He's out. He has a broken toe? Fractured toe.
Hey, it says it was really dumb. All right, well, you can maybe pitch with a toe.
No, you can't.
No?
I mean, how can you? What do you mean? You can't. You could barely walk. He's
Well-
probably in a minor boot right now.
So how long is he out?
He's out for a little while.
What, a couple of weeks?
Probably.
It's just a toe. All right, well.
You break your toe and you call Blake Snell and see how it
I
feels.
feel
both of
bad
you.
for the guy, but he didn't hurt his arm or anything like that.
No,
I mean,
but
no.
like it's an injury that didn't need to happen.
It didn't need to happen, but it happened. There's a lot of shit that doesn't need to happen, but it happens.
Like what?
A lot of things. I can think about my own life. Shouldn't have happened, but it happened. I should have played 3-card Monte on the street when I was a kid. And they took $500 from me and I was chasing the guys down the street. Shouldn't have happened, but I played the game. You know? I should have bet on Tiger Woods this weekend. When your friend gave me the tip, he said Tiger could win one.
Yeah.
I said, which one? He said, the Masters. And then stupid me, I didn't realize 14-1.
Yeah, tell
I
him
could have won a little
tell
money.
him the story. You're at the
Yeah.
house and you ask the kid.
I'm asking the kid. The kid's a golf expert. And I said, do you think Tiger could win a major again? And he goes, yeah, I do.
And you said,
I said,
when?
When?
And he said this weekend.
Fucking idiot. I don't listen. The guy gave me the fucking gold ticket to get my life back. And what do? Nothing.
But everything you bet on turns to shit.
I know. If I bet it, then it's like I put the fucking Maloiki, a whammy on it. It's bad.
The only guy that a bet is secure is Floyd Mayweather. Other than
That's
that,
it. The only money is money
nobody.
Mayweather. But you got to have the money to lose. If you're going to bet your whole bankroll, you don't want to be on the street. You got to. But he's the only money in the bank. I agree. Because there's a lot of crooked shit with boxing, with UFC, with everything. But money Mayweather, that's money. Money in the bank.
Have you ever?
I like to sit down with money.
Have you ever betted on the Yankees?
No, I never have, and I could have bet against the Yankees in 2004. I could have got rich. I knew they were going to get swept after
You
the
swear
game.
this on your life?
Swear on my, but I couldn't do it. See, I'm not about the money. I didn't have the heart to do it. I could have made a lot of money. I probably could have got rich. I couldn't do it. That's how much I love the fucking Yankees. I couldn't bet against them in 2004. After they lost Game 5, I knew they were in trouble. And after Game 6, forget it. With Kevin Brown going Game 7, I could tell you, the Yankees they're getting swept tonight. I saw it. You just know. It's just like when I was a kid and Kirk Gibson hit a home run. I bet the Oakland A's $500. I bet the Oakland A's. Kirk Gibson hits the fucking home run. Game 1. I said, series over. Series over. You knew it. The way that happened, the momentum. Then in 90, my friend Lou's telling me, the A's can't lose to the Reds. It's money in the bank, Turturro. What did I do? Lost my fucking shirt. They got swept. Swept. So forget about the so-called experts. They know nothing. All these people that are getting paid that are telling you all this genius, it's all bullshit. It's just their opinion. Here's a kid I don't even know. He told me Tiger Woods, not Williams. Tiger Woods could win it. Could win one.
He didn't say he could. He said he will.
He said he would.
He said you.
And he did it.
Your question was,
the fucking bookies got hit hard.
Your question was, will Tiger win another one? And
14 to 1. I could have made 1,000. I could have made 14 grand. Some guy put 89 grand. You got to have 89 grand to lose. Imagine this. If I was a millionaire, yeah, maybe I would put the 89 grand. He made 1.8. That would change my life. Shit. And the kid gave me the tip. And it was legit. It wasn't like a crooked tip. It was from, knowledge. Solid knowledge. I'm just not lucky that way, man. I'm just not lucky. It's a shame. I wish I was more lucky, but I'm not lucky that way. I can make a difference watching a game. I can will a game. Sometimes I feel like when I'm watching, like right now they're losing because I'm not watching. I can make a difference watching. I feel psychologically I have that kind of power. I don't know why, but I just feel that way.
Yeah. So the pitchers this year, they're all wild. 3.5 walks, 0.43 hit batsmen, 0.39 wild pitches per game. What's going on with the pitchers in the MLB right now? You got an answer for that?
What am I, a fucking genius?
I wish you
did. Wild. Well, guys today, they don't throw strikes. Strike 1, you're going to be successful. Strike 2, you get ahead. 1-2, 0-2. These guys today, they fuck around, they nibble, and that's why they get into trouble. Years ago, guys like Catfish Hunter, Tom Seaver, they were strike-throwing machines. Jim Palmer, guys were precise. They didn't have all these boxes. They didn't have all this fancy, stuff that they use today. It's a very simple game, but you got to throw strikes. And the umpires suck. Let's face it, these guys suck. I mean, the K-zone, the this, the that. Come on, man. A strike is a strike. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? This is not a strike. That's not a strike. This is a strike. That's not a strike over here. You got to know what a strike is. It's like a close-up in the movies. You know what I mean? It's right here. It's you don't need a box. They want to put robots in there. They want to replace human beings because we can't get it right. Can't we fucking get it right? Teach these guys how to call strikes and balls. I'd be a good umpire. I'd be a very good umpire.
You'd have to get both your eyes fixed before you do that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Didn't you want a Little League umpire at one point in your life?
I wanted to. I was thinking about going to umpiring school, but it never happened. And then I wanted to umpire as a Little League guy, but I was a coach and a helper, and I was a good third base coach. Man, was I good. I knew when to send a guy, when not. The only problem was I almost scored with some of my runners. I'd get so emotional. I would run with the kids. I'd run. I pushed them right into the fucking home plate. They thought I was nuts. They were like, oh, you can't do that. I was like, who says? Who says? I had to take it back a little bit. I had to calm down because I would get so caught up. But you got to know how third base is tough. You can put anybody at first base. That doesn't require any thinking. Third base is the key. Tommy Lasorda used to coach third for the Dodgers before he got the manager job. Give me a shot at third. I'll fucking show you how to coach third.
You don't know how to do the signals, though.
Doesn't matter. I'll find a way to do the signals. I'll find a way.
So there's not really any great teams in the league right now. You know, it's the beginning of April. Usually you'll start to see like a dominant team. It's been hot. There's been hot teams. Tampa's hot. Houston was hot. Mariners were hot for a second. They cooled off a little bit, right? I mean, what's going on with baseball right now? Where do you see this year going right now? Do you think it's just fads, or you think you're seeing actual teams that could be serious? Like, do you think Tampa could actually compete in this division of the East?
I think they could compete. I think they could make some noise. They could be a sleeper wild card team. I don't see them winning the division. But that, you know, with Snell and Morton, they could be a team that makes some noise from the outside. I could see them in the wild card hunt. Oakland is a team that, you know, had a great year last year. I don't think they're duplicating that this year, but they're also, you know, a team that to watch out. Minnesota's been a surprise. Minnesota made a lot of good moves. That's been a surprise team, but we'll see over time. Cleveland, you know, they got pitching, but I don't think they're going anywhere. Houston is the cream of the crop. I mean, they're a good team. Houston's got the pitching. They may be not as deep as they once were, but they're still very, very solid. They might be the team to beat. The Yankees could have won all 3 games. We weren't playing good in Houston. Let those games get away. I still, you know, fear Houston. I respect them. I think they're a terrific team. But it's early yet. I mean, you see a lot of mediocrity right now. You're seeing a lot of teams that, you know, we'll see, you know, after a couple of months, then we could start to judge and see where this year is going. It's too early to tell. But it doesn't seem like, you're right, it doesn't seem like there's a dominant team this year.
Off the top.
Right. Nobody has kind of claimed that yet. But a lot of baseball left to be played. I mean, the Dodgers are playing pretty well. I mean, the Brewers have been playing their... Yelich has been killing the ball. Chris Davis has been killing the ball.
Well, speaking of Chris Davis, there's 2 of them.
Crush Davis.
There's Chris Davis with the K who's killing the ball with 10 home runs right now.
10 homers.
And then you got Chris Davis with the C in Baltimore, who just parked his first home run.
Yeah, he hit his first home run.
And he got off the bad slump he was on for a long time.
The 50 slide. You know, I'm happy for him. I hope he doesn't. You know, I hope he can just salvage some sort of respectability, because I kind of felt bad for the guy. You don't like to see a guy sink that far. You know, he's a professional athlete, but imagine what's going through his head. He's getting paid millions, and he's owed millions, so I can't feel sorry for him. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, he's got fucking money, so you know what? It's like, so what? You know, they're not going to cut him, you know, it's nice to see him at least hitting the ball a little bit. Chris Davis, a great story, a great find. They stole him, man.
Chris Davis with the K.
With the K from Oakland. Bellinger hitting the hell out of the ball. Great swing.
Early MVP contender.
Yelich, that was the kid the Yankees should have gave him. Jeter gave him away. Man, Yelich would have been perfect for the Yankees. That kid's a stud. He's a stud. The kid from out here, from Westlake. The Brew Crew. I kind of like the Brewers. They're an American League team. I always had a little affection for the Brewers. It's funny seeing them in the National League, because to me, they're an American League team, and they're in the National League. Like the Astros are a National League team in the American League. It's all fucked up. It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand, you know? I mean, everybody mixes and matches now. Nobody knows who's a National League or an American League because we're switching leagues. It's really weird. But Trout, 382. He's Mike Trout. What else is new? Guy's a stud.
What do you think about Puig taking Kershaw deep in his return to L.A.?
I like it. I like it.
Puig, my friend.
Puig, how you doing? I like Puig. I gotta say, he's one of the funniest guys. I love watching his interviews because, his accent, his charisma. I kind of miss him being on the Dodgers. Like, they put him on the Reds, and it's like, now he's like, he's out of out of sight, out of mind. But, I would have liked to see him on the Yankees, Puig, but, there was no place for him. Who's he going to play? Right field? Judge isn't right. But I like Puig. I like him a lot. I hope he does well there. Maybe he'll move on to another city. Who knows? Because Cincinnati, that organization, they're not going anywhere.
All right, Big Nick. So, once again, Yankees-Red Sox rivalry's back. Best rivalry in sports, arguable statement, but a lot of people feel that way. But be real. Is the hate really there, or is it not? Or is it just promotional hate that they do to sell tickets or put it on TV?
You got to understand about one thing. Yankees, Red Sox, the hate will always be there. When you put these two cities, two teams together, it's inevitable. There's a history that goes over hundreds of years, and you don't have to fabricate. There's something about these two squads. When they're on this field together and you see that Red Sox jersey, you see that New York Yankee jersey, whether it's in Fenway Park, whether it's in this new Yankee Stadium, no matter where it is, there's something about the Yankees and the Red Sox. It's like Smoking Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali. It's like Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard. There's a rivalry. You don't gotta fabricate it. You don't gotta pump it up, and it's gotta be enhanced in a phony way. It's real. They don't like each other. They respect each other. Come on, Gardner, get on the fucking base. We're losing 3-0. We never can hit this guy Nate Eovaldi. We gave this fucking guy up. We can't hit him. But anyway, Yankees Red Sox is probably the most special rivalry in sports because of the history, because of the teams, because of the cities. You got the Celtics, you got the Patriots, you got the Red Sox, you got the Yankees, the Knicks, the Giants. I mean, the cities, it's big brother against little brother. It's like the cousin that you hated. You hate the cousin. You have a love-hate relationship. Even going to Fenway Park, you can feel the anger. You know what I want to do this year? I want to sit up on a monster. I'm calling out. Let's get the best fucking Red Sox fan, celebrity Red Sox fan, whoever the fuck you are. I want to watch a Yankee game on the monster with the best Red Sox fan known to mankind. All right? That's what I want to do. I want to film that shit. We're going to sit up there and break bread on the monster. Me and Matt Damon, whoever the fuck it is, Ben Affleck, I don't care who you are. Come out and let's do war. I'll sit there with my Yankee jersey. I'll take the abuse. I've been up there, and they abuse you. They abuse you in Boston. They're not as angry now as they once were because, they've won 4 championships, 3 or 4, whatever, 4, I think. And they've been the team of this millennium as Judge. We got to get something going over here. But anyway, now, you don't got to fabricate Yankees Red Sox. It's the greatest rivalry. And people that know sports understand why. Because there is true, they don't hate each other like years ago, like in the 70s. But it's still there. It's still there. And,
you like to see a Yankee Red Sox brawl from time to time.
I like it. Last year when we had it with Tyler Austin, went at it, it's good. It's good. You need some animosity. What inning is this? 3rd inning?
Yeah, it's good. It's good for the sport, and it's good for the rivalry.
You need some juice, man. You need some anger. You can't all be lovey-dovey. What? I mean, they got the Cardinals and the Cubs. All right, the Giants and the Dodgers, but that's West Coast now. Nothing compares to the Yankees and the Red Sox, bro. Nothing. I mean, they're going to play in England now. Who cares? Why are you going to England? We want the game in the Bronx, or we want it in Boston. We don't need to go to England.
Who cares?
Who cares? Some Englishman. I'm watching the Yankees and the Red Sox. Some guy was on MLB Network this year. I'm from England, and I'm going to go to 162 games. I'll go to 162. Let me go to 162. Film me at 162. Come on, Judge. Son of a bitch. All right, we're going to end on that. Fuck, 3-0.
I was going to ask you how many Yankee brawls you've been to with the Red Sox, but
I've been to a bunch of brawls. I was there live with Pedro and Don Zimmer. I was there in 2003 at that game in Fenway Park. It was crazy. My friend Lou wanted to beat up the whole city. I've been there. I've seen fights in the stands in the 70s. Who the fuck is calling? All right. Doesn't matter. Sorry about that. No, I've been to a lot. Listen, that was the most tense day that day. Kareem Garcia, he almost went at it with Pedro. Posada and Pedro going at it, having a whole big, cultural thing. And then, Zimmer got thrown down in the bullpen. That was crazy that day. I was just like, yeah, sometimes you got to be careful because you don't want to get killed over a baseball game.
You think that day was probably one of the days that rival it was taken a little too far?
No, it wasn't taken too far. It was good. It was good. That kind of juice, man. We need it. We need that. Yes, that's why they need they need true rivalries, true animosity, and a little hatred isn't bad. At least at the end of the day, it's over. You shake hands and you be a good sport. But you got to have some juice. All right? That's why Yankees, Red Sox, the ultimate. I'll see you on the monster. All right? I see you on the fucking monster, Matt Damon, whoever you might be. I challenge you.